All thy high dreams were made by matter's mind. After all, your mind has come from matter, and all you are dreaming of is made from that. To solace his dull work in matter's jail, to get kind of a comfort, you're trapped here, you're a prisoner of thoughts. And in that prison, in the matter's jail, to get some kind of a happiness, some kind of a consolation, you are drawing those ideas. Its only house where it alone seems true. Its only house is of mind. A solid image of reality carved out being to prop the worlds of time. So to give kind of a support to the worlds of time, this is the prop we have provided. Carved out being to prop the worlds of time. Matter on the firm earth sits strong and sure. Strong and sure. So the material base is what has given rise to this creation. So it is a very strong materialist argument he is putting forward. Actually, this is important that the higher spiritual age should be preceded by a strong materialist age. All the possibilities, both good and bad, had to fully emerge before the higher can start working. The last 3 centuries after the decline of Renaissance, when came the age of reason, the Industrial Revolution in Europe, and the age of reason, what was most prominent was the materialistic approach towards life. A strong based Marxism, science, rationalism, empiricism, they became these foundational aspects of existence here for about 3 centuries. That was necessary before a new age could begin. In other words, although the avatar is born on 15th August 1872, the preparation for his arrival was going on before that for 300 years. At least for 300 years. The preparation of really putting a strong material base that was necessary for his spiritual work, you see. And then begins on that foundation the higher work. So this is what he's talking. So he is talking only of what happened before 15th August 1872. This gentleman. It is the firstborn of created things, this mind. It stands the last when mind and life are slain. And if it ended, all would cease to be. All else is only its outcome or its phase. Thy soul is a brief flower by the gardener mind. So is the gardener, mind is the gardener who has produced this flower. And perhaps that flower has come as a freak. Gardener, created on thy matter's terrain plot, it perishes with the plant on which it grows. For from earth's sap it draws its heavenly hue. Thy thoughts are gleams that pass on matter's verge, thy life a lapsing wave on matter's sea. So that is the materialist argument, strong. He has put very poetically, from earth's sap it draws heavenly hue. Thoughts are gleams on matter's world. The life, a lapsing way, it comes and goes on matter's sea. A careful steward of truth's limited means, treasuring her found her truth. Truth is feminine. Treasuring her found it facts from squandering power. It tethers mind to the tent posts of sense. So, with a rope, with a cord, it is tied to the post of sense. To a leaden grey routine clamps life's caprice. So that is how the vivacity, the freedom of life is held back by mind, and ties all creatures with the cords of law. Cord, tether, they all go together. Cord, law, mental formulations, rules. A vessel of transmuting alchemies, a glue that sticks together mind and life. If matter fails, all crumbling cracks and falls. All upon matter stands as on a rock. So that is the solid foundation. All upon matter stands as on a rock. That is required also. So, you have here both the aspects involved. Matter acts like a stubborn opponent for change. It does not allow change to occur. But then matter is also an opportunity. If in spite of the stubbornness of its opposition, you can enter into matter and do what you want to do in it, then it becomes stable, it becomes permanent, it remains a part of manifestation. It does not get dissolved, it does not disappear, it cannot dissolve. All upon matter. So matter is an opportunity also. Matter is an opposition, but matter is also an opportunity. In fact, it is a kind of a necessity. If the divine powers have to come and remain here without getting dissolved or disappearing or swallowed up by anything, it is the firmness which is given to them by matter. So matter is an opportunity, it is a necessity also. All upon matter stands as on a rock, as on a rock. The way the statue of Vivekananda stands at Kanyakumari on a rock, firm, in spite of all the waves coming and dashing it. All upon matter stands as on a rock. Yet, this security and guarantor of matter, he gives you the protection, guarantor. He gives you warrant, firmness. Pressed for credentials, an impostor proves a cheat of substance where no substance is. That is mind. An appearance and a symbol and a knot. Its forms and no original right to birth. They have no right to birth because they come from matter. All its aspects of a fixed stability is the cover of a captive motionless world. An order or the steps of energy is done, whose footmarks live forever, the same sign. A concrete face of unsubstantial time, a trickle dotting the emptiness of space, a stable seeming movement without change, yet change arrives, and the last change is death. There is no further change beyond that. Total dissolution. That is the last change. That is my creation. That is his boast, his assertion. So, this is the complete epitomization of the power of his denial of the divine possibility. Last change is death. What's seen most real once is nihil's show. It is everything, what you see here is the creation of the zero, of the void, of nothingness. His figures are near the trap and prison the sense. The beginningless void was his artificer. Beginningless void. It has been there. You can't trace where from it has come. It is there. It has no beginning. It is the beginning of everything. And it itself has no beginning. So for him, the real creator, the real originator is this beginningless void for death. Was his artificer. It's again that word artificer comes twice. A skillful inventor. Nothing is there but aspects limned by chance and saving shapes of seeming energy. You see shapes, they appear to be so. Of what? Of what appears to be energy. But it is not really energy. What is the beginning? The beginning is in the void. All by this mercy breathe and live a while. All think and act by the inconscience of grace. So we should be thankful to inconscience that we are here according to him. But the poor fellow is not telling me, all right, all by death's mercy breathe and live a while. Okay, I may accept that. But then, what for I am here? That is not telling me. That is not telling me. What for I am here at all? Think and act by inconscience. For what? I am here. Yes, by this grace, by that grace, I don't mind. I don't care about that. But what for I am here? That he is not telling. Ultimately, his whole point is, you will go back to where from you have come. Last change is death. So all this looks, okay, you come here, live for a while, and again go back to death. But then why I have come at all? That he is not disclosing. If there is any content in that. And seeming shapes of saving, all by death's mercy breathe and live a while. All think and act by the inconscience grace. Addict of the roseate luxury of thy thoughts. So, now he is giving the, you are addicted to the luxury of thoughts, of your thoughts and ideas. Turn not thy gaze within thyself to look at visions in the gleaming crystal. You have got the crystal glass. Don't look into that thing. What is that? Through mind. Don't look through mind. Close not thy lids to dream the forms of God. So don't close your eyes and start dreaming the forms of God. Visions.